So here, just to have a small example, so we are going to creating the customers table. Okay, so customer ID is an integer data type. Here we are going to setting the primary key. So why we are going to setting primary key means, for example, that is uniqueness for the customer. So for example, in Malaysia, what is the identity for you? That is your IC number. Similar, if it is a employee tables means the employee ID is a unique identification for each and every employee. Customer, customer ID is a unique identification. So I want to set the unique identification for the columns means you can set the primary key. If you set the primary key means the column won't allow for duplicate value. So the column won't allow for null information. Okay. So you can set only one primary key in a table. Okay. So here there is another class, that is the identity class. So this identity class which is used to just insert the automatic numbers whenever new record is inserted. So the automatic number is starting from 1 to that is whenever you are going to insert any new records means the record identification is a 1 2 like 1 2 3 4 like this. Okay. So the customer ID automatically write over there 1 2 3. So no need to insert the value. Okay. So now customer name is a varchar data type 50, city is a varchar data type 50, and then email is a varchar data type is a 100. Okay. So some that is DBMS they mandatory for putting semicolon, but MS SQL no need for semicolon. Okay. This is a create the customer table. So your first task is you are going to create this customer table. So second task is you are going to create the product table. So product table along with the product ID, there is a primary key, identity is one like this. Okay, so product name is for example varchar, category is varchar, and then price is a decimal data type. So decimal data types like a float. Float they can having the limitation of memory. Decimal they can have the little more memory byte allocations. So 10 is representation for integer part, 2 is representation for the decimal parts. Okay. So this is the order table which consists of a order information. So order ID, so primary key identity, customer ID, product ID, quantity, order date, and then here this foreign key references. Later I will explain these constraints. Okay. So because I want to refer the information from the product table as well as a customer table. So I am going to defining the foreign key references. This foreign key references is belonging to the customer ID, this customer ID. So which is references to the customer table, customer ID. So that means if the customer which is available in the customer table, that customer only can order the product. So if the product is available in this product table, that product only customer able to order. So this restriction we are going to give using the foreign key references. So whenever you are going to inserting the customer ID, product ID means it should be in this product table as well as a product ID. So unknown customer, unknown product won't be ordered. So that's why we are going to using the foreign key references here. Okay. So after creating the table, so just a task is you are going to inserting the informations. So go for inserting this information. There are that is a 4 information is available. So as well as you are going to inserting the product informations along with the categories and then order informations as well. Okay, so this is a fourth task. Okay, after creating the 3 table, okay, these 3 tables belonging to your database. Okay, after that you can go for inserting the information. This is sample data. Okay, so after that you are going to updating the customer email. So I want to update the customer's email. Okay, so I want to change the customer's email. That is Ravi Kumar's email to ravi.kumar123@gmail.com. So this is a 5th task to you. And then if you want to delete any information means, for example, this is a 6th task. So office chats information I want to delete from the product table. So go for delete operations. So these are the DML commands. So next, try for this DQL commands as well. So this DQL commands, especially for example, view all the customers, list the product with the price above 1000 ringgit, display all the orders with the customer name along with the products. Okay. So later I will explain this join operations. Just you try for your side. This join operation especially used for a like merging the informations from the different table. Okay. So these three, let me explain little later. But if you want means you try for yourself. Okay. So this is a task given to you. Please try this one for your size, your system. Okay. Let me share this file. So why I given this task means in order to familiar with the DML and then DQL language only. Okay, so please try for your side. So discuss among them. Okay, so discuss with the Fatin, discuss with the Muhammad, discuss with the Rajias. So please discuss with the both of you and then understand the concept. Okay. So after that, I will start the today's sessions. So please try for your side this exercise. Okay, take a half an hour time. If you before half an hour you completed means please let me know. Okay, Mr. Muhammad. Okay, Miss Fatin. Okay, Miss Rajayash.
Okay, sure.
Okay, yes, I already shared the there is a Word file in that SAP group. Please download and then try for your side. So this is a way you can create a one small mini project for creating the database. So this is a data which is a sales management system database. So like a customer product order informations. Okay, so please try for your side. Let me stop sharing. If you want to discuss among the means, please go ahead. So try this for your SSMS.
Oh, SSMS, not Python.
SSMS. SSMS. This is the
Ah,
SQL one. Okay, so SQL server. That is queries. Please try these queries for your SSMS. Okay.
okay. So actually, I created one database.
Okay.
One is I'm using PyCharm to
Okay.
call out, and then it's connected to this SMSS
Okay.
SQL.
Okay.
So I created this, but somehow I want to create one
Mm.
new query,
Mm.
which is created originally from this SMSS.
Okay.
But somehow I need to rename
Mm.
because it already have, then that's fine. So I can create the database.
Okay.
Somehow if one want to create table, so the table is cannot contain the same name. It will detect along all database, right? Cannot be duplicated, is it?
Okay. See the database name. you are creating this table belonging to
Exactly.
sales management system 2 or sales management system.
Yeah. So how I want to create under this
Okay.
system too.
Okay, do one thing, go to the line number 33, line
Okay.
number 3. Okay, type use sales management system 2.
Oh, okay. I see. Then it
Execute,
will.
and
Oh,
then
I have to
following
switch.
statement you execute, it will be come under sales
I
management
see.
system 2. Yes,
Okay. Okay. Now I get it. All right. Thank you.
welcome.
Oh, interesting.
So just as usual, the file is belonging to which folder you decide. Similar for which database the table consists. If you mention means it will become under this table. Okay,
Uh,
so today we'll discuss some more portion. After lunch, you continue the rest of the part. Okay.
okay. Sure.
So this is one small example which I am going to demonstrate to you. Okay. So the topics which we are going to discuss today is classes. Okay, so far we use the DQL query. So that is a select query to fetching information from the table. Okay, from the fetching the information, I want to do specifications. I don't want to fetch all the informations. So I want to fetch a specific informations with the help of the classes topic. So classes is a built-in function which is available in SQL Server. So which is used to uh, easily to fetch the data from the tables. This is a main concept for using the classes topic. There are variety of classes is available. So we'll see one by one. So top class, distinct class, where class, we already familiar with this class. That is, if I want to filtering data from my tables means I use this class. So rest of the class will be discussed one by one. So that's why I am going to creating a one small table. The table is called it for product table. So I must mention this product tables I am going to create under which database. Let me go with the Raja database now. So I change either I type the use query, otherwise just change it from here itself. Let me go for change the Rajas. After that I go for execute. So once I execute, see the comments successfully executed. That means a table is created. So after create the table, I go for inserting some records. The product information along with the product quantity and then product price. So conversion fail. Okay. So there is a conversion fail. Okay, 1 minute. Let me check. Mm. Okay, 1 minute. Date data types here I use. Okay, let me share this to chat. Okay, so please copy paste for your side and then create the product table under your database, please. Yes, the
Clauses. Okay.
screen first. Mhm. 1 minute, let me correct the one and then chat to you. 2004, 5, 22, okay, 11, 12, okay, let me check once again. Line number 48. Insert product value swims. Okay, why? Month, date only. 1 minute, let me check. 2022 to 26 they can having. Okay, let me check. 0, 5. February 9th. There is issue for February 2026, no? So that is not a leap year, so there is an issue for here. If I put 29 means, okay. So I already, let me share this coding as well. Okay, so please try to execute this statement. Okay, so just to see. So these are the information which is available in my product table. Product ID, product name, product quantity, price, product expire date. Okay, so see the title over there. That is a coding part. Here, identity I mention here. If you mention identity means, so this system automatically dropping the, that is a numbers to me. Automatic numbers to me. So that's why I'm going to defining the identity. Okay, we'll see one small example. Okay, so just I am going to creating one small table here. Create table my TBL. Okay, so just I define ID as a integer data type identity. So starting number, let me give hundreds. Increment order is let me give 1. Okay, so, and then name. So name varchar of 30. So just I go for creating one small table to demonstrate the identity. Okay, so just to see the commands completed successfully. Okay, so now I am going to insert the information. Insert, for example, my TBL values. I am going to directly insert the name. For example, Raja. After that, I am going to insert Patin information, Patin, and then I am going to insert Muhammad information. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now I am going to insert the information. I am going to directly insert that is the names only, not ID. So this identity class, which automatically inserted the numbers on the particular columns. Automatic sequential number is created on the ID whenever new record is inserted. Okay, let me go for select the information. Select star from my TBL. So I am going to run the program. If you run the program, see the automatic number is coming here. So that's why I am going to using the identity here. So in this identity, you can define any numbers, not only 100. So even say increment order, you can give some other numbers. Okay, let me demonstrate one more example. Just I go for drop, table, and then my TBL. Okay, let me delete the table. Okay, so just I go for a demonstrate one more. Here I am going to giving the number is 1. Here I am going to giving the increment number is 2. So the first record ID is a 1, second record ID is 3, third record ID is 5. So like that it will be go for increment. Okay. So let me go for run once again. See the output 1, 3, 5. So identity means if you want to insert any sequential number, whole number on the particular column, whenever new record is inserted means you use the identity. This is a built-in function. Okay, identity works for only numbers, not varchar. That is a string data. So if you want to give the numbers, that is the identification, only numbers means you use the identity. Okay, understand everybody here? The concept of identity? Having any question, let me know.
So we have to also mention primary key, right? If you want to make that
Yes,
identity integer
yes.
as primary key.
Okay, so this program, especially identity, which is apply for 100 onwards. Okay, so I'm going to mentioning the primary key as well. Okay, so let me explain the concept of primary key. Okay, let me go for a dropping the table. So here I am going to apply the, okay, so without apply anything means, for example, let me go for a, okay, so here I am going to apply the primary key over there. Let me go with the same example. So here I delete the identity at the moment. Primary key. Primary key. Okay. So just I go for a typing 10, 20, and then 10, otherwise 11, and then 12. Okay. So see this example. Just I drop the table and then create the table along with the primary key columns. So I go for a storing the ID is a primary key. So if you define ID is a primary key means this is a unique identification for the particular column. There is a limitation in primary key. If you go for apply primary key in the table means you apply only one primary key in a column. You cannot apply multiple primary key in a different columns. Only one column, unique identifications. Okay, I set the primary key over there. Okay, so now I am going to inserting the information. Let me go for a insert this information. So here I am going to insert the information. There is a no issue. So I can able to insert the information. Suppose I go for try to insert duplicate information. Let me try to insert one more Raja's information. See, the system will be show the conflict message to you. Because, so what is the conflict? Cannot insert duplicate key in the object. Duplicate key is 10. That means, if we define ID is a primary key means, this column won't allow for duplicate information. The data should be unique, different one. You cannot supposed to be give the same ID for the more than one person. Understand? This is a one concept. Suppose if you go for a one more advantage is generally, suppose let me go with inserting Mr. Muhammad information. So generally, suppose in here, let me go for a typing null information. So null means not defined information, not empty information, not defined information. Okay, so just to see the example here, the third ID for the student name is, username is null. So generally, if you not mentioning any constraints means you can able to insert null information. Suppose if you insert null informations to primary key column means the system won't allow you. Okay, so just to see, I am going to try to insert Muhammad null ID, but see, the system won't allow you. Column does not allow nulls. So this is a two advantages. One is if you set the column is primary means it won't allow duplicate. Another one is it won't allow null values. Another advantage is available. The advantage is if you set the primary key means this table act as a parent table. So if you define one table which is refer from parent means you can refer the information from the particular table. This is another advantage for setting the primary key. So let me go, later I will explain the foreign key concept, and the time you can be able to see the integrities, advantages and that. Okay. Yes, understand everybody for using the primary key concept here?
Yep.
Ah.
Just a question. Beside ID, can we specify, for example, using strings for the primary key?
Can. You can define the varchar, but you couldn't able to use the identity. See that
Okay.
identity method which is work only numbers, but you can able to give the, okay, let me drop the table. So let me change the here varchar of 10. Okay, here I am going to mentioning a PHCDC 10. PHCDC 11. Okay, so see to then I am going to create the table with the ID is a varchar data type. So I am going to insert the information with the data. So I am going to fetching the information. See, if I try to insert once again for duplicate information, the system won't allow you. If I try to insert, that is null information on the primary key column, the system won't allow you. Okay.
Can I ask a stupid question?
Please.
Now we're dealing with big data, right? I mean, do we even need primary keys anymore?
Okay.
Because a lot primary key is mostly one to many, right? But what about many to many relationship? Right? It doesn't matter, and it gotta be dynamic. So Raja that exists in table, my table here can connect to Raja in different table. What is your opinion, Ms. Rada?
Okay,
Do
so
we even?
can I ask, can I give the answer little later, Miss?
Okay.
Okay, please hold on your question. Good question. The
Okay.
relation is there. Okay, so there is a many to many relations also is there, but I will explain these concepts little later.
Okay.
So yes, so that's why I'm going to using the primary key. Now understand identity and then primary key, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ms. Fatin, understand the concept here, why identity, why primary key?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So here, this is a one more data type which I given here, that is a date data types. If I want to store the date like this means, so either I am going to storing the date is this is a default format, that is a 4y hyphen M hyphen D. Okay, so default format is a Y hyphen month hyphen D. Okay, so otherwise you can use for YY slash D, that is MM / DD. So if you define date data types means you must give the valid data type. Then only the system will be update. Okay, so for example, if you go for using a March month for a 31 date means the system won't allow you. Okay, so either you can using this format, otherwise that format. So the system will be convert automatically. Okay. So these are the information which is inserted. There are 10 records which is inserted here along with the expiry date. Okay, so expiry date I will give a 2006 like this. That is a random date I am going to giving here. Okay, so now I am going to selecting the information from the product tables. Now the data is available. So from this data, I am going to apply the classes concepts over there. Okay, so this is my original data. So from this original data, I am going to apply the top class now. So if I want to fetch first 5 records means I go for using top space 5 space asterisk from product table. See, so from this particular one, I want to fetch the top 5 records. Okay, so please try for your side. Can you able to fetch the top 5 row of information? If you achieve, please let me know.
Change.
Okay, super good. Mr. Muhammad, Ms. Fatin.
Hold on. I'm creating a table. Not a table created. Select top.
On pie chart.
Oh.
Buatlah nak sangat kan? Buat.
Try this for SMS.
I know I expert both.
Nice.
No plan.
Well done.
Okay,
Okay.
top 5.
Fatin,
Now I show top 5 product. Okay.
Ms. Fatin.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, super. So please suppose in my table only 10 row of information is available. But if I try to fetch more than 10 means whatever data is which is available in your table, it will be displayed over there. So please try for second option as well. Top is a class. That's a keyword. There is a class, built-in class. So I want to fetch top row of information means you can go for using. There is no bottom of information which is fetching in SQL Server. So we can fetch only top row of informations only. Okay, so this is a one more example. From the number of rows, I want to fetch percentage of rows from the tables means I go for using the percentage keyword along with the top. So top 60% star from product table. So 60% means it will be fetch 6 records because there are 10 row of information is there. So from this 10 row of information, 60% means 6 row of information. So it will be fetch 6 row of information from your product table. So you
Top
can
60% mean what? Top 60% mean what?
okay,
Means 1 to 6. So it's 60% from the record.
10 record. 10 record is there, no? 10 row of information is there. 60% of 10 row of information, that is a 6 record. Suppose if I want 50% of row of information means it will be display 5. Because in my total row of information, it will be deducted for the percentage.
Oh, okay.
If I go for 10%, it will be show because my product table which is having 10 records, so 1 record only it will be. So either top row of information, otherwise top percentage of record from the particular table also you can able to fetch.
So again, no, cannot fetch from the bottom, is it?
Cannot. There is no option. Only top class is that. There is no bottom class is available.
Okay. Because sometimes we want to extract data from the lowest point. Want to see who is at the
You
bottom.
can apply the var class. There is no option.
I
There
see.
is no-
We can do order maybe.
Yes, can.
Hmm.
Okay, please wait. Okay, so that is upcoming class. Okay. So here.
No, I'm reading your notes at the top. You mentioned, right?
Okay.
The first section you mentioned SQL clauses. They are type top, listing, where, order, group, having.
Okay.
So I'm just being creative. Then if you want to top, maybe you can do by order.
Okay.
Hadri.
Okay, fine, great. So now what I am going to do means I am going to insert 2 more duplicate information. Okay, so the record is available. So just I go for executing this one. You see, there is a 2 more Milo and then mountain. These 2 more records which is available. There is a duplicate information which is available. Okay, so mountain. Okay, fine. So from here, I want to fetch the distinct class. Okay, let me share this information as well.
I thought you cannot do duplicate records when you have memory key.
Okay. So here I want to fetch the distinct data from my product table. So see in this product name, so here there is a product is a unique product also available. There is a duplication product name also available. So from this I want to fetch only distinct information. Okay, so just to go for run the program. So if you run, see the mountain, there is a duplicate information is available. So the system won't display the duplicate informations. It will be display only the unique information from the particular column of data. Understand everybody? The distinct class. Distinct class always retain only this, that is a different value, not display the duplicate information. Suppose in the column which having the duplicate values means I don't want to display duplicate information multiple times. I want to fetch only different values means you can go for using the distinct class. Now, just to discuss about the var class. We already discussed about this var class. Var class is used for filtering the records. Okay. So I want to fetch the informations based on the conditions means I go for using the var class here. Okay. So from this product tables, so I want to fetch the informations of the product the price is 9 ringgit. Okay. So there are two products having a same price. One is a Pepsi and then Red Bull. Okay. So I want to fetch the informations based on some conditions means you can go for using the var class. Okay. So even I want to fetch the informations in that particular range of price means I can go with using the var class only. See, I want to fetch the range between 6 to 10. So I use the relational operator here. So otherwise, there is a one more operator which is available. So the operator which is called it for a between operator. Product, right, var, price, between 6 and 10. So I select both. The both selection will be displayed for same answer only. So either you can using the, here I want to fetch the information between the range 6 to 10. So I use the relational operator. Otherwise you can using the between operator as well. This is a one more operator which is available in SQL Server. So answer is same. Okay, so please try for your side.
You mean the same coding or in the code that you based just now?
Okay.
in the queries that you place in your WhatsApp or in the current SQL clauses?
The WhatsApp also, I share the same coding only. If you want means you copy paste it for your side and then try for your side. Okay. Otherwise, you can go for typing. No issue. When I share this, especially this part only in the chat. If you want, you can refer from there. But don't go for copy paste, okay? So if you go for copy paste in the beginning level means you couldn't able to just memorize any queries. Please go for typing the queries. Then only the queries will be stored to your brain. Because SQL Server all is a built-in queries. You must recall, then only you can able to use. I can able to execute all the select 3 queries together as well. See the answers? First select query, especially the price is equal to 9. The second query is the price is between 0 to 10. Third query is similar. Here I use the between operator. Okay, so between 6 and 10, that is the expansion for this one. Greater than or equal to 6, less than or equal to 10. This is the value range. So if you have any question, let me know. If you completed, let me know, and then we'll discuss the second concept.
Can you go back to the code, Ms. Sada?
Come again?
Can you go back to the code on the article product?
Okay.
Oh, and the what do you call this? Not assignment. The comparison needs to be matching. So for line number 133, right?
Yes.
Can I put where price equal to 6? Oh, because it's not a range, so it has to be a range.
Yes. Range.
So if I say where price equal to 6 and price smaller than 10, it doesn't work, is it?
Yes.
Mm.
0 to 10, I want to fetch the informations means go for like this. Relational operator and then AND operator. Otherwise, you can directly use the between operator as well. This is alternative way.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So now we are going to ordering the information. Okay, so see to that. Generally in SQL Server, in which order you are going to insert the data, that order is a permanent order. Okay, but I want to fetch the informations. When I fetch the information, I go for ordering the data, either ascending order or descending order in the number. If you go for a names means that is alphabetical order. So that's why I am going to using the one class. See, I am going to fetching the product name from the product table. So I am going to ordering the product name. So ordering the product name means it will be ordering the as per the alphabetical order. Okay, so just to see, I select both line together. This is my, okay. So this is my table. In this table, the order is Vim, Mountain, Pepsi, Horlicks. Like that, I am going to store. From this, I want to do the ordering. Okay, as per the alphabetical order. Because of P name which consists of the string. So as per the alphabetical order, I go for ordering the data. So that's why I'm going to fetching the P name here. If we go for using asterisk means based on this product name, every information will be ordered. That is based on these columns. Okay, so here C, H, M, M. If it is a same character means it will be checked with the second character. Second character also same means it will be checked with the third character. Like that, it will be go. Suppose if it is all the data is the same means it will be go for as the order is in the tables. Okay. So this is a way we can ordering the table. If you go for order by data, default is a ascending order. If it is a name, alphabetical order. So either you can using the ASC keyword, otherwise without using ASC keyword also same. Suppose if I want to go with the descending order means just I go with using the DES. That is representation for descending order. Descending order means the highest number to smallest number. So it will be coming, if it is an A means it will become for Z to A onwards. This is ascending order, this is descending order. Yes, please try for yourself.
That to show for order according to the column, right? So what if you want to show multiple column but with specific column order? Is that possible?
Comma, select the name. Yes, select the name. The quantity.
Oh, okay. Use comma.
I think
Working.
price.
Try again. Go.
Yeah, let's try. I'm gonna try as well now. So, yeah, it works. Literally like that. Select the name, comma, PQTY, price. What is tax date? Did she mention this thing? Did you buy them?
How? What?
The columns, right? The name, the quantity, price, and tax date. Like, tax date means what? I mean, in this data context.
Hmm.
Is it the buying the purchase date?
Purchasing date.
Okay.
So let's say we have that data purchasing date, we can know what is the latest purchasing date.
Yeah, that's great.
Hmm.
Let's try that. Tax date, excellent. Let's do this.
Okay, so any question?
So far, no, I think it's all clear. Need to explore.
Okay, fine. So let's talk about the next concept. The concept is called it for group by the class. Okay, so in my table, the data having the similarity means, for example, even our table also there is a duplicate information is available. Okay, so I want to grouping the row of informations based on some conditions means based on some methods means I can able to grouping. So that's why I use the aggregate function over there. So what are the aggregate function is there means count function, sum function, and then average function, min function, max function and that. We'll talk about the aggregate function first. If I want to fetch the least data in that column, min function, greatest data in the column, max function, I want to count all the row of information, use the count function. I want to add the, that is sum of each and every data in the column. You can go for using sum function. I want to find the average value for the particular data on the column. So average function you can able to use. Okay. Yes. Okay, let me share this one and then explain. You can understand clearly. Okay. See to this example in my table. So I want to select the smallest price product. Okay, so just see my table which consists of information. So in this, which one is the smallest price? There are two information is available. Oh, see here, price 6. Okay, 6 ringgit is the smallest price information product. So I want to fetch this price. Okay, let me go for run this line together. So the system will be display the 6 only. That is a 6 is the smallest price product. Okay. So just to see the one more example, I want to fetch the greatest. So from my table, which one is the greatest? 20 ringgit, right? 21. Yes, 21 ringgit. Okay. So let me go for fetching the greatest product price, 21. So here similar, I want to count total number of rows in the particular table. So there are 12 rows which is available. Similar, I want to find sum of price column. Sum of means addition of each and every data in that price columns. That is used for sum product, sum function. So I want to find the average price data. So it internally calculated the sum divided by total number of rows. So 138 divided by 12. So it will be display the value 11.5 like this. So these are the function which is used on the particular data. These are the aggregate function. Okay, please try for your side. Okay. So do you have any question? Let me know. Yes, anybody having any question?
So far now, exploring.
Okay. Okay. So just to talk about the, okay. So here so far we apply the aggregate function to find the information. So here I want to, based on the, okay. So just here have a small example. List price product informations I want to display. So I go for using the subqueries concept. So here see subqueries means we already discussed in Python nested if else and all. No, yeah, if else which contain another if else. Similar, see. So here
Conditions.
one query which contain another query. So if we go for like this means see to that the concept is I want to fetching all the products, fetch all the product informations, but I am giving the condition over there. The condition is a price which is equal to selecting the minimum price for the particular product table. So here the system will be first, this system will be written the least product information, least product price. So the price which is equal to exact match of the least product price, it will be display the information. So see the output over there. So in that product table, 6 is the least price. So along the information which is displayed there. Similar, same coding, but I want to fetch the greatest price product information. So I use the max function. So the system will be, the maximum price in that product is 21. So the system will be display the informations of the particular product. So this concept is called for subqueries. Subqueries means a query which contain another query. So generally 2 queries only we can apply for the subqueries concept. So yes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do means I am going to do the group by class. Okay, group by class. Okay, so there is a similarity in some product name. Okay, so just to see the table. So in this table, there is a duplicate product name is available. So I want to count number of product individually. Okay, so just for that only I am going to using this group by class. So see to that product name along with the number of product. That is a total number of products. That's why I am going to using the count asterisk symbol. So here I am going to group by the product name. So if you run the one, see, the system will be display the information to you. That is a Coke, only one product. And then see, Mountain Dew, there is a 2 product which is available because there is a duplication is there. So they can having 2 products. So if you want to display like this means the similarity for the data is a multiple, that is product name is a repeated there. Okay. So if I want to grouping the product name along with means just you go with using the group by class. So, and then one more thing, if you apply the group by class means you couldn't able to apply the var class. So here I go for grouping the informations. Based on the grouping, I want to fetch the informations with the conditions means just to go for using the having class. See to that, see example, I am going to grouping the product along with the product, number of product. So, okay, so group by product name. Here, I am going to check having count which is greater than or equal to 2. So, if you go for run this query, the system will be display only the Mountain Dew only. Because I go for grouping versus checking the conditions. So keep it in your mind always. If you go for apply group by class, you couldn't able to giving the conditions over that. There is a var class. So I go with checking the group by along with the having class means you go with using the having. So I'm going to check we are going to grouping the product name having with the count is greater than or equal to 2. So based on this one. Okay. Similar, you can apply more than one group by class in a select query. All the group by class which is work on the select query only. Don't go for apply this group by class, otherwise some other SQL Server class for some other queries and all. All the classes which is used for select query only. Okay. So in this example, see, I am going to group by the product quantity and then product name both. Okay, so order by product name in the descending order. I can able to achieve. So you can apply for more than classes in a single select statement as well. See to this example, group by along with the having class, along with ordering the product name in the reverse. That is a descending order. You can apply. So this is one of the example for a group by multiple type of class in a single select query. Okay. So please try this as well. So generally, the SQL statement which is used for a based on the conditions which you apply over there. There is one more example for having class. Is there another example for using a, there is a class. Okay, so please try for your side. Once you done, and then we'll discuss for next topic. Another concept. Okay, the concept discarded for function. Okay.
Ms. Shada,
Yes.
where keyword cannot be used with aggregate function. So, example of keyword
If you
in
apply
select,
for
is it?
yes. If you apply for the group by class means group by based on some conditions means you couldn't able to use after group by where class. The system won't accept.
Oh, group by var, okay.
Yes. So that's why we are going to check with the having class.
Mm.
Rest of all the select query, that is a var class will work. But if you apply group by, that is a class means you couldn't able to use var class after group by.
In your example, right, select key name and then count asterisk, and then in the output it says no column name. Can we actually name that column?
Okay, can you able to rename the column as well? Can you please share your screen? Let me explain.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So here, right, it
yes.
says here no column name.
After
So,
count, okay, after count star, okay, place the
uh-huh.
cursor after close parenthesis, space,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
space, within single quotation,
Mm-hmm.
okay, total number of product,
Oh.
total product name, total number of product name. That's it. Run the query. Because if a data is coming from column means the column along with the title. But here the
Okay.
result is doesn't have the column. So you can able to give the title over the columns as well.
So, okay, thank you.
Okay, if you done everybody, let me know and then I will explain the constraints topics to you.
Then
Mr. Muhammad, do you have any question?
So far, no.
Okay. Miss Fatin, do you have any question?
No, no.
Okay. Miss Raja, do you have any question?
I just asked.
Okay. Okay. So let me explain the topic for constraints. What is mean by constraints means there is a rules which is apply for data key into the table. Okay. So just to see, there are variety of constraints is there. Okay, so first, just to have a small example, I am going to create the table now. Okay, so I am going to create the table under Raja. So just to go for create the table. So table is created successfully. Let me go for inserting one information, that is a Revati's informations. Record successfully inserted. So I am going to fetching the one more record, that is a null record also. I am going to insert. The record is successfully inserted. I go for fetching information. See, the null information also available. That is a second record which is I inserted for null. But I restrict the table. Don't go for a key in the null information. If the user giving a null data means the system won't allow to insert the null data means I restrict the columns. So that's why I'm going to using this one. Just I go for dropping the table, just adding the that is a column along with the data type and then constraints. Okay. So here SID is a student name, integer data type, and then a not null. That means this column not containing the null value. That means this column cannot insert null value. Similar, I mentioning the student name also not null. Okay, now I am going to creating the table. So now table is created. So now if I type proper information, the data will be there. Okay, so see the output, the data is available. Suppose if I try for null information, the system show the error message to you. See the error message, column does not allow nulls. Understand everybody? So if you restrict the column cannot allow null value means you define such a column as a not null constraints column. So please try for your side. Generally, default, you can able to insert null value in the column. But here what I did, I restrict the user key in for null data into the particular columns. Any question in that concept? Let me know. So, yeah, just to have a small look of this second default constraints. See, I'm going to adding one column. The column is a country column. So I'm going to storing the all Malaysian students. So don't go for inserting Malaysia, each and every students which is inserted in the particular columns. So automatic Malaysia country names which is taken means I go for setting the default constraints. Okay, see to that I am going to adding, previously I created the tables. Now I am going to adding the one column. The column which having the default constraints. The default constraints data is a Malaysia. The column is a country columns. So whenever I am going to inserting any new record, suppose if I go for a insert Fatin information. So insert Fatin information, let me go for giving the ID is 11 Fatin. Okay. See to that I am not giving the country name, but the system automatically taken the country is Malaysia. Okay. So just select the information. See to that Fatin automatically will taken the Malaysia country. Suppose if I go for a insert some other country means that country will be taken. If I'm not giving country name, default country will be taken. That is used for default constraints. So let me explain the concept. Okay, so and then you try for your side. So if you have any doubt or clarification, you may ask. Let me check one more constraint. There is a check constraints. Okay. This check constraints, for example, so I want to always insert the student ID which is greater than 100. Sometimes they suppose if this habit for the customers giving for a negative that is a ID as well. So the system will be won't inserted any negative numbers. Otherwise, I will give the restriction. The number should be greater than 100. Then only the system will be insert the particular columns. Okay. So I use the check constraints. So whenever the data is key in means this check constraint check the data. The data is satisfy the condition or not. If satisfied, data will be inserted. Otherwise, it won't inserted. Let me go for dropping the table. Okay, 1 minute. Drop table M1. So go for creating See to that, if I go for insert, proper record, the system will be accept. Suppose if I try to insert the data which is not satisfy the check constraints, means it shows the error message to you. See, that is an insert statement conflicted with the check constraints. This is check constraints identification numbers. So see, which is occur under ID column, that is a DBO, that is a table name. The database is a Raja. So I can restrict the data which having the some conditions using check constraints. So another one is yes, primary key means which is not allow for duplicate. Okay, that is a one kind of unique. Okay, so I go for giving the unique data only. I'm not mentioning the primary key over there. So replacing the primary key, I go with using the unique constraints as well. Unique constraints means the system won't allow for duplications. Okay, see to that I am going to giving the that is a student ID, not null constraints, as well as a check which is a greater than 100, as well as a unique. Okay, so just to see, you can able to give more than one constraints for a single column as well. So now the proper information, it will be inside. Suppose if you have any, see, I am trying to insert duplicate informations, the system won't allow you. See, unique constraint is violated. Duplicate value which is occur for the 101. Because 101 already is there. Again 101 you cannot go. That is used for unique constraints. And then primary key constraints we already discussed. Okay, so rest is the foreign key references only. So this foreign key references I will explain after lunch. Okay. Yes, please try for your side. Mr. Mohammed, if you want to go to prayer, please go.
Okay.
And come back
Thank
at
you.
2:30.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, welcome. Miss Rajiyash and then Miss Fatin. If you want to go means just you may leave and then come back 2:30. Otherwise, you try for your side. If you having any question, let me know. The foreign
Okay.
references concepts will be discussed on after lunch. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Miss.